Yeah, it's Serious Matters with me, Olukunle Abraham on Bonif TV. Thank you very much for keeping pace with us. And news reaching us at this time is saying that Wike's group pulls out of Atiku's campaign. And that's coming on the heels of earlier reports that there were news flying around about PDP taking away the South Zone from Rivers State. Zona Secretariat to relocating the Secretariat from Rivers State to Abia State. Well, let me talk about what we have at the moment so that we now go back to what was trending earlier on today. Now, the team of the Rivers governors, Nyesom Wike in the PDP's Democratic Party has pulled out of the campaign council of the party's presidential candidate Atiku Abubakar, rising from their storming meeting in Port Harcourt early morning this Wednesday morning. Members of the team vowed not to partake in Atiku's campaign activities pending the resignation of the party's national chairman, Iyorchia Ayu. Ayu has been in the news for this reason in the recent times, about him being asked to resign, being one of the, major request being made by Wike, that this party chairman should resign before, the election. However, that is the latest that is happening, and there is no doubt, you all know that a house that is divided against itself cannot stand. So they cannot even be talking about winning election or winning 2023 election if their house is not in order. If their house is not in order, then they are not even thinking of now. They say PDP moves to sideline Wike. PDP moves to sideline Wike. Even though a lot of people have been of the opinion that, look, I think Wike is taking this thing too far. But then some people also still feel that, look, he has been marginalized. He has not been treated well, in the way he has been handled. Well, tension, they say, is mounting in the South Zone of the People's Democratic Party over a led move to relocate the Zona Secretariat from Port Harcourt, Rivers State. The South PDP, in a statement by the Zona Organizing Secretary Ekom Akonjom, based on a communique, issued after a meeting of the party, noted that the Zona consultative meeting, which ordinarily should hold in the Rivers State capital, is scheduled to hold in one of the nearby states, which of course is Abia State. Well, we gathered that the supporters of the Rivers State Governor Nyesom Wike considered the move to hold the proposed Zona consultative meeting outside Port Harcourt as an attempt to whittle down the influence of the governor in the affairs of the party in that particular zone. Wike and his supporters have been in warpath with the national leadership as well as the presidential candidate Atiku Abubakar in the aftermath of the nomination of the Delta State Governor Ifeanyi Okowa as the vice presidential candidate in for the 2023 presidential election. Now, the Rivers State Governor's camp, which consists of Governor Samuel Atom, Ifeanyi Okezi Bezu, and Seyi Makinde of Benue and Enugu, Abia, and Oyo State, respectively, have continued to insist on the replacement of the national chairman Iyorchia Ayu as a condition for reconciliation. Last week, the PDP unveiled its presidential campaign council without assigning any key role to Wike, fueling speculations that the party may have resolved to sideline the governor in the run-up. Well, probably telling him that's in the run-up to the 2023 general election. That's like telling him that there's nothing you can do, well, the platform is open. Just drop your comments and tell us what you feel about this particular development. It's not it doesn't seem like it's going to go well. Whether Wike has a stronghold on the party or not does not water down the fact that if this house is still divided against itself, then it will not stand. Then they should not even consider or think about winning election. And I know, I remember Chief Bode George actually had mentioned that some days back, talking about this division in the house. If Ayu has to, why Why is he remaining in office? Now I remember that this same man made a statement, and anyways, we've had people make statements that they never follow through. You know, they say, oh, if this thing happened, then we too this is what I'm going to do. Then they eventually don't do it. Remember, he said if a northern comes up as the presidential candidate of the PDP, he was going to vacate office. But then now we have a northern, and he has not still vacated office. They are telling him to even leave, and you know, quite a number of things had come up in the process of all this. But then I see Wike as a very, very strong man. Well, and interestingly, he has a number of persons to his side. And that does not mean well for the party. That does not mean well for the party if he has these numbers. And I also think that it is an advantage. It's an advantage on the side of the other parties. Let's not just pick anyone now, but it's an advantage to other parties, you know, so that they can just while these ones are just disturbing themselves and trying to, you know, trying to get their footings. And this is just how many months to election? We just have about less than 6 months thereabouts to election, and all this is still happening. That does not speak well of the party. However, the Zona Working Committee notes that, with grave concern, the fact that the consultative tour to the South-South Zone is regrettably without justification planned to hold outside the Zona headquarters, Port Harcourt, which is River State. This, we resolve, is not acceptable to the party leadership in the zone, as it is capable of further dividing leaders of the party in the zone. There's already division, and you know. But then let's know, what do you feel about this whole matter? Like, what do you feel about this whole matter? It's just, things are not just, you know, the way they ought to be, and election is just getting around the corner. With the way things are, I don't see PDP having anything close to winning election. I mean, being anywhere close to winning election. If that house was in order, then we'd be talking about winning election. But the fact that they are not in order, this is not speaking well. Well, that's my opinion anyway. But then you are free to drop your comment, make them simple and simple. This is Serious Matters on ONIF TV. My name is Olukunle Abraham. Thank you very much for watching. Please do share our videos with others, like our videos, and please let your comments be very, very as simple and civil as possible. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.